Hello friends, today we'll install SpeedoTrack diesel monitoring GPS tracker on Mahindra XUV 500 and we will install the device without any wire cut so that your warranty doesn't get void. So inside the SpeedoTrack GPS tracking device you get a premium GPS tracking device with diesel monitoring, Airtel SIM card, relay socket, wiring harness, GPS antenna and GSM antenna. So this is our premium range product, so you can install on any car and you don't have to install any external fuel sensor and you can have the fuel monitoring. So for the installation, first we will open the dashboard cover. Here we have to find out the fuel sensor wire which is coming from the tank sensor. So generally it will be 0 to 5 volt, the range of the fuel level wire. So we have to test each and every wire and check which comes under 0 to 5 volt range. So this purple color wire is showing 3.38 volt, and if you cut that wire you can see that the tank level goes empty. It means that is the correct wire. So we have done the testing and the correct fuel wire is purple wire, which will give us the fuel line. Now you can see that we have drained the tank diesel and it's showing empty and the voltage is 4.40 volt. Now gradually we are stimulating the voltage. So you can see the voltage is getting down, like it seems like we are filling the diesel inside the diesel tank, and you can see that the fuel level is rising up. As the voltage is going down, the fuel level is rising. So we have to slowly take the reading for each level, what is the reading, and we can gradually increase till it becomes full. So we are using SpeedoTrack special stimulator device for this function, or you can simply calibrate the diesel tank by filling diesel one by one till it's become full. So similarly the value will rise up slowly. This is the wiring harness of the device. It will have 8 wires. So for the wiring we have to remove the nuts and open this cover just behind the steering. So 2 nuts on the top and 3 on the bottom side. Now next to the ignition key you will find out the coupler. So we have to remove this coupler here like this, and we have to check the wiring. So the first thing is we have to check the constant power line without the ignition key. So we will use the multimeter. We'll check the red terminal of the multimeter. So we are getting 12 volt on these 2 ports, the middle one. So we have to use a jumper wire and test it which one is the ignition wire. So put the one end of the wire on the continue power line and the other end of the wire to other ports and check which wire is lighting up your dashboard. So that is your ignition wire. So in our case, red and green color wire is the continue power line and the white wire is your ignition key line. Now since we are doing the installation without any wire cut, so we have to remove the pin of the ignition wire, which is the white wire. Slowly we have to remove this pin. Now you can see we have removed the pin, and same pin you can buy it from the local market. It's easily available. Now at the one end of the relay green wire connect that pin. And on the other end of the green wire, connect the male pin, and the yellow wire which is coming from the device, it is for the engine on off status. So we have connected the male connector of that pin to the other end of the relay green wire, and same we have connected the yellow wire from the device which is the engine status wire. So now we'll connect the white wire with the male connector and make a series connection, the relay. And on the red and the green port, we have connected the device red wire for the power supply and relay white wire for the relay power supply. So we have two green wire from the relay, one is connected to the white pin and another is connected to that same port from where the white wire was removed. Gray wire from the device, which is the digital output wire, is connected to the relay yellow wire. So when we remotely turn off the engine, relay will get activated and the engine will stop. Now we are connecting the purple wire from the Spirotrack fuel monitoring terminal to the purple wire which we found on the dashboard, which is for the fuel sensor data line. Fuel sensor wire coming from the tank side. So we have connected the purple wire of the device to the purple wire of the dashboard instrument cluster. Now the last wire is the black wire of the device, which is the earthing wire. So you can connect on any body ground connection or any nut where you get the proper earthing. So now the wiring part is complete. This is Spirotrack fuel monitoring GPS tracking device. You have to connect the SIM card, GPS antenna and GSM antenna. Now connect the relay and then connect the cable of the device. So now you can see the red wire, then you will see green wire for the signal string. GSM is working, and when the yellow light gets constant, it means it's connected. Now the wiring part is done. Same you have to cover the instrument cluster like this as you open. Now for the calibration part, what you can do, empty the fuel tank, then fill 2 liters diesel part by part and take the reading. So from the empty range you have to take till the full range. So when the value liters was empty, the value was 1019, and similarly the value liter is increasing, like we are pouring 5 liters fuel, you can see the value is decreasing. So you have to take a calibration table and enter on the server side. Now open the Spirotrack mobile tracking application, enter the user ID and password provided by our dealer. Now you can see the vehicle is live now and the engine is start. Now click on the 3 dash line. You can see the live tracking, vehicle info, trip info, lock and various other features, reports. So you'll click on lock to test the engine lock functionality. Now press on the lock button. It will say that this command is very risky. Click yes, enter your password and then click on proceed. Then you'll find the option GPRS. Select GPRS. So the command is successfully executed. Here you can see the engine turns off. And now if you tries to turn on the engine, it will not work because our device has locked the engine. Now for unlocking, you have to again click on the 3 lines. Below you'll find the lock icon. You have to press the unlock button. Click on yes, then enter your password and click on GPRS. So you'll see that message, command executed successfully. Now you can see that the dashboard light turns on. Now you can start your engine. Now if you click on the live tracking, you will see the map view. Here you can see the address, engine status, today's mileage, engine hour, GSM level, GPS level, battery voltage, fuel inside the diesel tank. So in this screen you will see all the kind of parameters the device is sending. Now if you click on the dashboard, you can see various things like the route end, route length, move duration, stop count, top speed, average speed, and various other parameters. And this is the live tracking screen where you can see your vehicle on real time with the real speed. And this is the process complete. Everything is working fine.